Mar Azul Tequila is an official sponsor of Tejano TV. Thank you.
Tejano TV, your 24-hour source for Tejano music videos, top 20 hit songs, and interviews with your favorite Tejano artists. Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio, Lila Lisa Promotions, and Mar Azul Tequila. Keep track of the music you love with our weekly Top 20 Countdown with DJ Nune. Or check out the Three Amigos show for interviews with the artists themselves. Or just sit back and relax to music videos of your favorite artists. Boleros, cumbias, rancheras y más. All day, all night. 365 days a year. All right here on Tejano TV. Tejano TV is available on all your Roku devices. Tejano TV, bringing music television back. Tejano TV.
¿Dónde andará la que yo quiero? ¿Dónde andará la que yo adoro?
It's about that time. Whoa! It's the Three Amigos Show! Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio, LilaLisaPromotions.com, Mar Azul, taste the new face of tequila, and Tejano TV. Starring Big Daddy D. Burleson, the Midnight Cowboy, Marcus Daniels, the Big Kahuna, Juan Mendoza. Tonight's special guest, Alfredo Antonio Guerrero of Tortilla Factory. Let's go!
All right.
Dude, whoever came up with the baby. See, now I know what you guys are talking about. Whoever came up with Baby Yoda. Oh,
Baby Yoda.
I'm a Mandalorian fan, so when I saw that just killed me.
You know what?
Whoever he is, just for a kid.
DistroKid is actually the distributor for some of the music that comes out, and we're helping Danny Farias, who's actually a sponsor of Tejano TV. So I was putting some music on there for him to be distributed, and it got distributed today. So make sure you guys check out Danny Farias. And that video is right there, part of DistroKid, and it helps promote the music or whatever. So it came out that way, and it was funny as hell. I was like, man, I got to throw this one out there, man. So, but that's awesome. Thank you to DistroKid.
Introduce us, Ben. Introduce the show. Come on, let's keep
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on this Wednesday evening, the Three Amigos Show. I am Juan Mendoza.
And I'm P. Person.
Marcus Daniels.
And we have a very special guest out here, the legendary from the legendary group Tortilla Factory, Mr. Alfredo Guerrero.
Fredo.
First off, before I get in trouble, our show is being sponsored by Mar Azul Tequila, the new face of tequila.
Oh, yeah, he's got an open bottle, man. Nice.
Actually, this one's closed still.
Oh, chalice. Okay.
I have other ones. I have other reserves though. Alfredo, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, it's just I'm very honored and humbled that you guys invited me.
You obviously never watched the show. Honored and humbled.
No, I mean it's like this is so great that y'all are doing this for La Onda, man. I mean it's just something that La Onda needed, man, and this Tres Amigos thing, man. It's like it's really really cool, man, and all of you guys are very unique in your own way.
Us too, anyway. Us too.
I mean, it's just like
Dude, you're setting yourself up for failure here. First off, they were doing this for La Onda. Yeah, the two black guys and the reprobate from the '60s over here. One in Rosa. I don't know how old one is.
That's Charo Negro's nephew right there.
Yeah. That means you're my primo.
We're
Today on Mari Povich. Yes. Marcus Daniels is my son. Oh.
You are the father.
Hey D, so tell me about did you ever get to meet Charo?
I sure did. We played in San Angelo one year. Gosh, I think it was like maybe 95, 96. And he came out. I met him. First off, he was shorter than I thought he was going to be. I thought the guy was like 7 feet tall, man. That's how much I admire him. But I met him. Gosh, what an honor. I mean.
Yeah, man. So did you grow up listening to Tortilla Factory, D? Or, I mean.
No.
What's your story?
No. See, there's two distinct schools of Tejano. Especially for musicians, people that play horns, because I'm a trombone player and you're a trombone player. So I grew up listening to Little Joey La Familia. That was my indoctrination. And the other people listen to Tortilla Factory, and that's two separate schools of thought, but great musicians on both sides. So I grew up on the La Familia side. So I didn't find out about you guys until Kevin Russell joined Culturas. And he played with Charo Negro. That's his distinction. Kevin Russell has played with both black guys in Tejano music. So he's happy about that fact. So Marcus, he's aiming for you next.
Hey, I heard he's somewhere here in Central Texas. I need to hunt him down.
Right in
he's
Austin.
Somewhere near.
Well,
Austin? Okay.
There's a story, D, that
why do I get singled out?
That people don't know that a lot of people don't know.
I'm ready to hear this.
So La Familia, Little Joe used to be called Little Joe and the Latineers. And then my father joined the band, and he had just graduated from Berkeley School of Music.
Awesome.
Joe had asked him to come and listen to the band, and what was going on is the way that they had the horns, like the harmonies were all messed up. Like the saxes were on top of the trumpets, the trombone was beneath. It was just not phrased right.
Right. Okay.
Dad goes, Joe, I mean, I can help you with this and put an orquesta together and put 5 horns. And my dad hired Joe. Joe hired my dad, and my dad put together La Familia.
Yeah.
And then he hired Joe Gallardo, who came in, and with him and Joe and my dad, they created the most famous song La Onda has ever had, which is called the Chicano Tejano anthem, Las Nubes.
Las Nubes, of course.
Las Nubes. And so they took off big time. And then my father and Little Joe had some disagreements. So Joe fired my dad, and La Familia followed my dad, and that Familia turned into Tortilla Factory. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I did not know that story, but I do have some juicy information because your dad Ham, he arranged the horns and also the string parts for the Las Nubes, and I've got a copy of the horn arrangements of that because it's the only people have been trying to copy that sound, that orchestration, and nobody's done it right, but I've got the actual orchestration for that. Wow. And dude, it brings tears to my eyes when I get horn players together and they play it, and it's the second verse. The second verse, the horns play the under the vocals, and dude, man, your dad was a genius.
Thank you.
So that's I got
awesome.
that.
I never knew that. Thank you for sharing. So then my father was going to keep the name La Familia, and they were in San Angelo rehearsing, and during the rehearsal, a sheriff drives up and hands my dad this paper saying Little Joe is suing Tony Ham because he's trying to use the name La Familia.
La Familia.
And so,
Wow.
well, this gets even juicier. So, needless to say, my father didn't proceed with the court thing. So, all the cats were next to an actual tortilla factory rehearsing in the house, and they were all smoking
undocumented cigarettes.
Carlo Negro goes, "Hey, Ham, why don't we just call ourselves Tortilla Factory?" And the rest is history.
Oh, wow.
They're
Wow.
an actual tortilla factory.
I never heard that.
And Chado's like, Ham, let's just call ourselves.
Give it up to Bobby
Tortilla
Butler for doing that.
Nice, man. Nice.
Give it up to
Has
Bobby
anybody
Butler
done
for
this?
that one.
Has anybody done a study on how many weed-related decisions have been made? Dude, that sounds great.
There'd be too many to count.
70s peace, love, and harmony days, man. You know, it's
There'd be too many to count.
Rick Reyes, the drummer.
Yeah, drummer.
Afro was even bigger than Charros. And
No, but who had a bigger afro was Skeeter Amesqueta. Skeeter, dude, that lanky, tall sucker, but he would dance his butt off. He would dance and play trumpet. But Skeeter had a throw out to here, man.
I met Skeeter, right? I met Skeeter last week, right?
Yeah, he's now called Skeeter Ames.
Yeah, he's gonna be helping us with the bookings, and
that's right. That's right.
I told Skeeter that that Marcus was singing some of Charro songs, and he was like, oh man, Chado's like 1 in a million, so I'd like to hear this guy. So, and I was like, nah, man, bro, if anybody would
pressure, the pressure
Chado's songs, it would have been me, because I stood next to Chado for 15 years straight watching him perform, and then Marcus comes to the rehearsal, and man, he knocked it out the park, bro. Like, he knocked it out the park. I was like, wow. This guy, the phrasing, like, it's like it was great, Marcus. I'm so happy for you and for your future, man.
Marcus has got the skills. He's got the skills. He's got the charm and the charisma too. That sucks.
Yeah.
That part sucks.
That part sucks for me.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, big shoes to fill, man. And I'm honored, man. I appreciate you.
You're doing a great job, and bro, it's just starting. It's just starting.
Right.
It's about to get,
Fredo, check out
this. Get juicy.
Fredo, check out this comment right here. Grupo Insignia, a big shout out going out to them. They said, good thing they didn't rehearse next to a strip club.
Wow.
As crazy as those vatos were, who knows what that name would have been.
Grupo Ojos Locos.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Hall of Famer, Tejano Roots Hall of Famer, Juan Mas Chingon Mendoza, man.
Thank you. And you know what's weird is you called that way before it even happened.
So in that organization, you have to get recommended. But I knew, because Juan has been like, dude, he's a hustler, been paying his dude. He's an innovator. Look at this, what y'all created. This is so brilliant. And I needed it. And I'm like,
this wasn't weed related either.
It wasn't real. I was like, man, Juan, you gonna be a Hall of Famer, bro. And then like a week later or something like that, he got the call or something like that. He thought it was me that recommended him, but it wasn't. It was
I didn't know who it was. I was like, I got the phone call, said, hey, we're gonna put you in for Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. I'm like, Like, who the hell called? I was like, well, who sent you this or whatever. And I don't know. Mary Jane Segura from Houston, she's the one that put in my bio and everything else too. So big shout out going out to her. And I was taken by surprise, so I was honored and I was blessed to receive that.
You paid your dues, man. You've paid your dues for sure, man. And you continue to innovate. You continue to do what's needed to keep La Onda alive, man. Because you know, it's La Onda. It's not what it used to be. You know, back in the days, man, my dad and Joe were playing in front of 10, 15,000 people on the weekends, man. And so I just think that we need to all come back together, and instead of looking at each other and trying to compete against each other, embrace each other and cheer each other on so that we can all be a family and bring this genre back to where it deserves to be.
Well, I got my opinion on that, but it's simply because it's a different times. Back then when you had Tejano bands playing, that was the only place you could hear live music. You either had to buy the records when not a lot of small towns had record stores. So when there was news that a band was coming to town, people were going to gather because that was the only place you're going to have the fiesta. Get out your dancing shoes and have a great time. Technology has made everything too accessible, too soon, too far, at a moment's notice. And so
too readily available.
You want to hear a song, you just Google it up and there it is. And so,
yeah, I agree, but there's nothing like that live energy, bro.
Oh, no. Oh, you mean supportive live music now?
Yeah, I'm talking about that live thing where we all need to get back to doing dances and shows that have 10,000 to 15,000 raza out there, because you know this when Bobby Pulido won the Latin Grammy this last year for Tejano Album of the Year.
Let me step back.
He said it the best. He said, you know, out of all these genres here, this genre Tejano, Chicano Tejano, it's got so many roots that it's not ever going to go anywhere. And I was like, wow, that's heavy, man. He said that on a international platform, saying that our genre, it's got the roots are so deep, the cultura is so deep that it's not going anywhere. But I think that we all need to do our part too and bring that live. Because I mean, I saw you guys D back in the day, man. Y'all had a hell of a show, bro.
Well, thank you.
Y'all, but that show needs to be brought back.
Hey, they're working on it. They're working on
it. And get out there and just kill them, man. Knock them dead like you used to.
Well, okay. Now, on that note, Culturas is coming back. We're in the process of recording a brand new album. We've got like 17 songs that we're having to decide which top 10, and we're almost
that's
done.
The best news I heard all day.
No. Now, on the other foot here, it's things you're talking about the roots being so deep that people don't want to change, or it's not changing. That's why you have things like Tejano TV, Mas Chingon Radio. You have the internet. Juan is a very, very smart man, and he's utilizing his abilities and his power to be able to get this music out here. And it's available for free. That's the thing, for free. People can jam in their car, jam at home. And now we've got a 24/7 music video station.
Dude, this is dope, man.
I have yet to hear one complaint. Out of all the responses we've had, I have yet to see. Has there been one?
No. I was agreeing with you, but I was going to add on to it.
There's not been one complaint because people have missed having Tejano represented, have it available just 24/7 like this. It's amazing, and so we're trying to institute change. Juan is the man to do it, and he and Laila Lisa, they are the best team in the industry.
Oh yeah, man, they're a power couple for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. No, I mean, I've seen nothing but positive stuff, man. Everybody's been downloading it, everybody's watching. I get screenshots, and everybody say, "Man, we needed this." And it's funny because today I seen that MTV News has shut down. I was like, "Wow!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, put us in there, put us in that spot there." MTV News has shut down. I'm like, "Damn it, we're the MTV of Tejano," because a lot of people have so much money in this industry. I'm not gonna point out who has money or whatever, but and nobody's thought of doing these things. Nobody invests in this industry anymore. And I'm no big time millionaire myself. We have Marasul Tequila flipping the bill for this thing for Tejano TV. Thank you to Marasul Tequila and Mr. Danny Farias for investing in the station. But nobody's done it. Nobody's doing it anymore since the 90s when we had 24/7 Tejano music television. So I was like, man, we gotta think outside the box. And I get nothing but positive comments saying, you know what? I never seen these videos before. I never seen these artists. I never heard who they are. Damn, this sounds awesome, man. Thank you for bringing this. We're mixing a bunch of old school stuff along with some of the new stuff that nobody's heard of. We got to keep it relevant for everybody and keep everybody happy, of course. But it's beautiful. I love Tejano TV. I love what it came out to.
Yeah, man.
And we've got Fredo. Fredo, are you a politician, man? Because you speak like one. You're touching relevant topics about the community issues, and I'm going, we need a face. We need a face on this campaign here.
Nah, man, I get hyped, man, when I talk about music, man, because I grew up my father was a freaking genius, man. He put me to sleep when my mama told me when I was a baby and they put me in the crib, he would put me to sleep to the sounds of John Coltrane.
Oh,
he was marinating my ears. He said, "Tell my mom I'm marinating Mijo's ears while he's taking a nap." So I grew up, and I mean, just the version of La Malagueña. There's a story when I was 5 years old, and my little brother was I was 6 and he was 4. They were playing. My dad and Chado were playing at the Hollywood Palladium in LA, and there's about 20,000 raza out there, and the version of La Malagueña. I mean, they used to have to carry this 1,000-pound timpani up on the stage. It was 7 guys. And all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, you'd see thousands of raza running up to the stage, and then after the timpani, the horn, and then people would start screaming, and then all of a sudden, from the side of the building, the spotlight would go straight there, and Charro Negro would come out on a white horse in a white mariachi outfit with a big sombrero on, starting to sing La Malagueña on a horse. And wow. La Raza would just lose it. I mean, those are like, as a 5-year-old, for me not to still remember that, bro, it was just like, wow. Like, I mean, it was just incredible, man. And so anytime I talk about music, I just get hyped, bro. It's not about being a politician, man. Hyped, brother. You know what I'm saying? And Charro, man, I was taking care of him the last 5 years, like I was taking care of my dad in the last 5 years, man. We just got even closer and closer. We would, like, I remember like the last year, they kept calling us to go out to Califas. We went out to Sacramento and we did this fiesta, and I mean there was about 5,000 people there, but the fact that all of that raza just loved Charro was just incredible to me. Then we'd go to San Diego, another 5,000 raza. Charro was just a superstar, bro. I mean, he was a superstar. And the fact that man learned how to sing mariachi in the cotton fields with my people, it's just an amazing story. It's just an amazing story. And then he used to play little drums for Little Joe, and then they heard him singing a Jose Alfredo Jimenez song one night. They were like, "Is that you singing that, Chavo?"
Yeah,
And he was like, "Yeah."
he's lip syncing.
Well, you coming to the front line tonight, and he got out there and sang, and the rest is history, man.
Hey, Juan, do you have any video of Bobby Butler singing?
Yes, sir. I do. Got some here coming up in a little bit. I have a couple of videos of Tortilla Factory, and both of them, two of them out of the three featuring Bobby Butler. I had the pleasure of interviewing Bobby Butler, and once with you too at Fredo at the Tejano Music Awards. I was gonna say MTV Awards, stuck on the MTV part. At the Tejano Music Awards, man, and he was an awesome guy. Yeah, he was an awesome guy, man. He was
hilarious, man.
Yeah, he was funny as hell.
Chado, how do you got so many Mexican women throwing themselves at you? He's like, boy, didn't you know I'm a chick magnet?
So Marcus, that's where you got that from.
You learned a lot.
I'm a repellent, chick repellent.
That's gonna be Marcus's next challenge. He's gonna come out singing on a horse.
Hey,
he's gonna sing El Papalote.
Because we're gonna put that in the show, bro.
Oh man, you giving him ideas. You giving Alfredo ideas.
He's gonna sing El Papalote.
Alfredo, it got me this thought, man. I should have asked this question probably years ago when you brought up Coltrane. So your father had influences from all different genres, and that's the thing. Tortilla Factory, I would hear jazz, I would hear of course the orchestra, and then salsa, merengue. I would hear it all, man. When did that start after La Familia?
So my father he was a jazzer before anything, man. But they became so famous with La Onda that it was in the blood. But even with all the shows that they would do in La Onda, they would always throw in a salsa song or a funk song. And then Charro, did you hear him sing Cooking, right?
Yes.
God dang, bro. You sound like one of the cats from the Commodores or something. Singing, like he could. I mean, Charro was talented. Charro's favorite music was salsa.
Really?
Wow.
His favorite music was salsa, and but they were just all heavy. Him, Gallardo was extremely heavy. Played all styles of music. My father always said, "Mijo, if you're gonna play music, man, in Tortilla Factory, you gotta master every style of music."
Yep.
So that's why there's a $200,000 library of music my father left at my mom's house. That if I get hired for a salsa gig, I just go to that section of the library, pull out the charts, rehearse, perform. If it's a funk gig, go to that part of the library, pull out the charts, rehearse, gig. So that's just the way my dad had it, man. He was just, I mean, music was just, he would, every time I'd picture my father, I would be envisioning a walking music note. Music note. So, but then, it's just, he didn't take care of himself, man. Like, he was a musician that was touring all his life and eating fast food everywhere and partying all the time. And he left us at 66, man, which to me is young. So
he's still young. Yeah,
that's young, man. So, but we got all this style of music. I still have it that we're gonna perform, Marcus, and I'm just and I'm sure you guys know about 2 years ago about my loss with my daughter and granddaughter being killed in a car accident. That almost killed me. Like the suffering almost killed me. So I had given up on music, man. I'd given up on life. I thought that my dad's death that pain couldn't be matched. But when I lost them two, man. But God came to me in a dream saying he was going to heal me through music. And ironically, Tortilla Factory turned 50 years old in January. So I'm doing a 50th anniversary album.
Would you stop stealing all my introductions, dude? I was going to touch on all the things that you were talking about. I was going to say, as a matter of fact, Fredo, congratulations, because Tortilla Factory is celebrating 50 years in music, and you got a brand new album coming out. Is that right?
Yeah, man, it's in the works, man. So I got a bunch of cats helping me. One thing about my dad too, man, and this is just how he worked. Like, he never used just one producer on an album.
Oh,
he would always use, because a lot of producers out there, they want to do the entire album. But my dad said, you never want to do that, because then your album will sound the same. The whole album.
One note.
Yeah. So if you want to use this producer, you're going to have it's like a painting of art. You're going to have a color there. This producer, you're going to have another color there. This producer, another color there. And by the end of the project, you're going to have this beautiful painting called a musical album. So I'm using a lot of producers on this album, and it's coming out beautifully. It's not to say that one producer is better than the other. In my opinion, they're all equally as gifted. It's just they bring their own style to the
You use the appropriate producer for the appropriate style of that song. That you don't want a country producer doing a jazz song.
Right
He'll
on,
be all steel guitar and fiddle.
Right on, brother. Yeah, you know the deal. You know the deal, dude.
There you go.
You know the deal,
All right,
man.
let's go ahead and take a break real quick. We're gonna play our first video, and this one is from Alfredo and Tortilla Factory, and this one is called Bomba. Right here on the Amigos show.
I've got a question for Fredo when we get back. Enjoy Bomba. Right.
Que va cambiando tu vida, una gotita de nada te vuelve loca, loca divertida, agua de risa con unas gotas de rosa y una cintura sabrosa y no caliente. Es esta bomba, muévete mamita que me vuelvo loco, tiempo de la bomba esa, cosa linda, cosa mona, sube que la bomba va, dando media vuelta. Otra vuelta más, en cada esquina, nena, dame más. Dando media vuelta, otra vuelta más, en cada esquina, nena, dame más. Oye, mami, tú eres una bomba. Y tú sabes, de noche, con vida intensamente. Vivida te vas quedando colgada, inofensiva, pura enamorada mía. Guapa sale volando, la ropa sigue bailando, la luna es una gatuna. Esa es la bomba, muévete mamita que me vuelvo loco. En conocedita de la bomba estás, cosa linda, cosa mona. Sube que la bomba está, dando media vuelta. Otra vuelta más, en cada esquina, nena, dame más. Dando media vuelta, otra vuelta más, en cada esquina, nena, dame más. Como Amazola, repálese sola, llegó el country de su sartén y cacerola, a la gatibula que seguían de mandona, y con el látigo, tremenda bravucona y bufona, violenta y criminal como ella ni una, cuando se enoja conmigo no se le escapa ni una, ella se prende y se alborota, y con el látigo te azota esa nena una bomba. De noche, con vida intensamente, compa sigue bailando. La luna, luna gatuna. Esa es la bomba, muerte, mamita, que me vuelvo loco. En borrachera de la bomba está. Cosa linda, cosa mona. Sube, sube, que la bomba va. Dando media vuelta, otra vuelta más. En cada esquina de nada me más. Dando media vuelta, otra vuelta más. En cada esquina de nada me más. Dando media vuelta, otra vuelta más. En cada esquina de nada me más.
I don't care what MTV allows. My audience gets the song of the summer if they want it. This is Coldchella, God damn it, and it is time to dance. Jimmy!
La primera noche juntos, una noche sin igual, fue un sueño difícil de creer. Tocándome te hiciste la dueña de mi piel. Me mirabas con tu sonrisa celestial. Vino fácil amarte.
Solitude is the lost their damn minds. I tell you.
That was hilarious.
I don't care what MTV wants. This is a Three Amigos. God damn it!
It's like they're almost on beat too. They're clapping to the beat. And
Yeah, as soon as that song came out on that, I was like, damn, it went right with it too. He was in there dancing, and Jimmy Fallon at the end. I was like, damn, it went with it. But anyways, that was Bomba by Tortilla Factory. And
if you're tuning in, you're listening to the Three Amigos here on a Wednesday night, and our guest star this evening is Alfredo Guerrero from Tortilla Factory. And Alfredo, I've got a two-pronged question for you, because first off, you're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Tortilla Factory, which is a great achievement for any band, period.
Thank you, brother.
And so, as I understand it, since you are now helming the ship, since you're now the captain in charge, Tortilla Factory started as an orquesta, and playing rancheras, cumbias, boleros, salsa. They play a variety of things, and that was great for a number of years. But when this new direction emerged, I understood that Bobby Butler had a little problem with maybe wanting to transition to that style, because you, as a newer member, as a younger cat, as someone who's up and on what's hip and what's happening, you wanted to steer the band in a new direction. You say, we got to include this music. There was a riff, as I understand. Is there truth to that rumor?
Yes.
Yo, no one word answer. No.
Well, the story goes is, Charro wanted to keep it straight ahead raza, man, because he goes, man, Fredo, I can't tell you how much I love La Raza. They made me, man. So we need to keep it on. I'm like, yeah, Charro, but my daddy told me, man, like, he would always tell me, he would be like, mijo, the fans, Charro and I, we made our mark. They love us. You need to go create your own thing and get La Raza to appreciate you. So Charro didn't completely agree with that, but at the end of the day, he had to agree with it because my dad was the leader. So I started mixing, some salsa, a little bit of hip hop. I got, I've done a song with Paul Wall, a rapper out of Houston, and I'm recorded with Santana's Cats in L.A., Mark Anthony's Cats in New York. So I'm just bringing my thing that inspired me. Not to say that I don't love singing rancheras, but I just had to bring a little of my flavor to the band, and it's been working. I mean, La Raza loves it, but Charo's Charo. He's old school, man. I couldn't, I couldn't change that man's mind. But I mean, it was just
look at him sweat, guys.
Huh?
I said, look at him sweat.
What now?
Look at you sweat.
Oh, no.
Well, like I said, I had a two-pronged question because the second part of that question is, now that you are in charge, it is now your creative vision. It's what you see Tortilla Factory can become and can excel at. What does that future look like for Tortilla Factory?
So I am going to continue to bring the international flavor, plus do old school, and my new sidekick is Marcus, man. He's gonna be he's gonna be doing we're gonna put a show behind Marcus like we did Charro, and we're just gonna put this show together and just keep it going, old school, new school, and just because one of the things that La Onda is lacking is the youth. Because what would you say, Juan, the average age of the listeners are in La Onda?
Right now at this point, between 35 and 45 and a little bit older, depending on what era you're playing right now at that point. You get into like 90s David Lee and stuff, of course, they're maybe about 40 and older.
Yeah, and older.
Yeah.
We gotta get the youth involved, man. That's another part of the thing that's gonna bring it back. So, bringing
and that's why Bomba works then, because that's youth all over.
So that's what we're doing. Still got the horn thing going, and little reggaeton vibe, and so it's just trying to get the youth back, and it's just the flavor that I love. And I've just grown up with my dad. He loves so many styles of music that, honestly, guys, my number one favorite style to sing is salsa too. Salsa. So I love salsa music, man. But rancheras is my blood, man. So it's just second nature. But and I'm just I'm grateful that we have Marcus here, man. He did his homework. He came in there and he saved me from having to sing El Papalote.
Hey, D, it's one of those songs. I'm sure you've done it before. You're like, I'll knock this.
Man.
No, I was like, I'm gonna knock it out. But man, it's just you just don't realize it till you're not singing along with Bobby. When you're singing by yourself, you realize how difficult it is. But man, Alfredo, man, I fell in love. I already loved the music, but as I was working on it, I fell in love with all of them. And then Wild Bill cut one of my songs, or two of my songs, I was like, what? But it hurt my feelings, man. I told him, I said, hey, man, you guys owe me
Shout out to Wild Bill, man.
Yeah. I was like, hey man, like in the future, sometime bring me on stage to let me sing these songs. That was before I knew I was really gonna be working with them. But I told him, man, you owe me because I really worked hard on this music.
No, Fredo, you're asking for trouble because first off, Bobby had he had custom mariachi outfits. Dude, do you have a budget for baby oil and sequin G-string for Marcus? Because that's how he comes on stage nowadays, dude.
There you go.
That and the thigh-high boots, man.
I'm changing my style for Tortilla effect.
You need sponsors for sombreros and Soul Glow.
That boy good.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate. But I mean, another thing, I just every time I'd call out the set list when Chado was still here, man. Okay, Chado, here's the set list, man. And then I'd call out the songs, then I'd get the papalote, and he'd go, man, I knew you were gonna call that damn song out. I would have to end up singing it 4 or 5 times. The people would, after they hear him sing it, they'd start requesting, "Órale, charro, papalote." We had to end up singing it 4 or 5 times a night.
That was a signature song.
Yeah, man. And then one time we did La Malagueña together, and I did one verse, he did another verse, and we went backstage and we put on the mariachi outfits, and he was like, "Because Alfredo, don't get too close to me now, because if we hit sombreros, they're gonna fall off."
Oh man, that'd have been a mess.
He was a comic, man. Like
he had charisma. There was something about him that he just generated. You could feel it from the stage, and it was an honest feeling. It was he enjoyed being there, and he enjoyed playing for the audience.
He was happy. He was happy and enjoying himself the whole time. Just telling jokes and just smiling and having fun while whatever he was doing.
I mean, D, you're a legend in your own right, man. Much respect to you, Marcus, up and coming, and I love both of your guys' Mexican accent, man. When y'all talk Spanish words, it's like I'm talking, and I love that.
Nombre choro.
Another one that Mexican accent is Wild Bill.
Yeah. Well, Marcus and I were talking about this the other day, is that the similarities in our childhood growing up, first off, is just that we learned how to speak. Well, people in my neighborhood, they told me, "Oh, you talk too proper. You talk proper." Because, I went to school and I learned this is how it's pronounced, it's the word is syrup, not syrup.
Scissor.
And so we both got kind of ridiculed by our peers for speaking properly and speaking it. And then you want to sing in another language. First off, that is the scariest prospect ever, to sing in someone else's native language and you don't know it, but you can pronounce it. You can pronounce it well, but
man, it's like to be accepted for another ethnicity to be accepted by another cultura. I mean, if you're able to accomplish that, that's huge, and both of you have done that. So kudos to y'all, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
Hey, not just any person can go sing in front of our people, and them love it. I mean, especially our people are very, very particular about that. And for you guys,
harsh critics
are doing the fact that y'all have done it and the people love it, dude. That's huge, man. That's huge.
Man, I couldn't come from the hood and go, para siempre. Just don't work.
Huge, man.
So I want to talk to the man.
Go for it.
No, okay. First off, you're a trumpet player, right? Well, you play multiple instruments.
Yeah, I played a little trumpet. I played mostly piano, violin. I was classically taught the Suzuki method. My mother got a degree in music also. My father, of course, has his degree. So it was all music growing up, man. And I love classical music, man. I love it. I love the classical movements, like the melodic. I love songs in minor. You know,
okay, so you like Mahler and Beethoven and okay.
Yeah, I love that stuff, man. But you know, could you imagine this world without music? I mean, it would just be the most
vanilla.
You know, it's just music is so powerful, and it's so powerful that it could take you the right way or the wrong way, because there's a lot of music that can take you the wrong way.
Influence it influences big time.
Like the hip hop, man. My favorite era of hip hop was the 90s, man, when Tupac and Biggie, that was my favorite. And then it started getting a little bit too gangster, but
little bit.
Okay, a lot gangster. But this generation,
well, the gangster stuff was there since the 80s.
Yeah,
that's true.
This generation,
NWA and all that.
It seems like every week there's another hip hop artist being killed, man. With this generation, it's just gotten
for what? That's what I don't understand. Sure, for the expressing themselves the way they want to express themselves and getting notoriety for it. No,
I saw a documentary on this one guy from it was an old school OG from the hip hop era. He's like, man, these kids are doing it backwards these days. Like when we was growing up in the hood, we would try to make it in music to get up out the hood. Now these kids, they become millionaires
and go back to the
back to the hood, and that's why they all dying.
Yeah, you have some of them are middle class, upper middle class, make it big, and start hanging out with thugs and die.
Trying to fit in the hood and they can't.
Yeah.
Hey, Juan, can you start supplying subtitles for when Fredo starts to go into his project's hood accent? Because I couldn't hardly understand half of what
I think actually Facebook is actually putting subtitles on there as we speak.
There's subtitles on there?
Yeah, they're automated subtitles on there, so yeah.
I swear Fredo cocked his head back and went, them kids today they're going to buy their backwards. Backwards? Did you mean backwards, sir? I'm just inquiring.
Yeah, man.
He's taking it to church.
I gotta ask y'all, man, who was y'all's favorite out of Tupac and Biggie?
Oh, Tupac, man, no doubt.
Tupac. What about you, D?
Tupac.
Really? Kumo D.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I used to live downtown, 120 9th Street parties. Everything's upbeat.
Yeah. Hey, Kumo D was dope.
Well, him and LL Cool J, that rivalry.
That was
a lot of sales.
That's like one of the first rap beefs. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't try to kill each other.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that.
Wait. You said that Tupac was yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, to be good in this industry or any musical industry, you've got to have influences from all the different genres. You can't just be one-minded and say, I'm a grunge rocker and that's all I'll ever be. To succeed, you have to embrace different musical styles. What are your favorite genres? Because you said you like to listen to classical. I listen to movie soundtracks, like Hans Zimmer and John Williams and all that stuff. But I grew up classically trained, and then I was in jazz for the longest time. Yeah. And I got to sit in with Woody Herman, got to sit in with Kyle Winding, got to sit in with Maynard Ferguson. Gosh, who else? But see, I'm 65, so
you play the trombone, D?
You betcha, son. I love the trombone. That's what I grew up in.
Wow, Woody Herman, bro.
Yes, sir. Anyway, so what are the musical styles that influenced you? Because you're shaping the evolution of the Tortilla Factory. And I'm sorry, do you say the Tortilla Factory, or is it just Tortilla Factory?
Tortilla Factory.
Depends how you're saying it, or which way you're saying it.
I'm just trying to be politically correct.
So, my major influences, dang, bro, that's a hard question. But I mean,
they all influence you.
Yeah, my favorite style is salsa because they mix jazz with Afro-Cuban rhythms. And the way that the movements with all those the percussion and then the jazz, it's just so hip to me, man. Gilberto Santa Rosa is my favorite salsa singer of all time. But I love R&B, man. I like that old school, like Jodeci, Casey and JoJo, Blackstreet.
You hurting me.
What y'all know about Blackstreet? Man. I love that.
That was the stuff back in the day when you were trying to get some.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lila, did you hear that?
Alfredo, man, what's the story behind Paul Wall? How did you reach out to him, or did you always have him in mind when you recorded?
No, so we got our the first album that we got nominated for a Grammy on. We got invited to this Grammy block party here at the Austin Gibson showroom. My daddy was in a wheelchair at that point, so I was pushing him into the party. And then the guys come up, hey, congratulations, man. They put like a flower on us and gave us a medal or something like that. And then there's one cat was like, hey, come back here, man. I want you to meet somebody. So they took me back to this back room. And at first I was like, I shook his hand. I was like, I know this. I'm like, Paul Wall? He's like, what it do, homie? I was like, what? And then I'm like, Dad, that's Paul Wall. And my dad was like, who's Paul Wall? I'm like, Dad, ask him to do a song with Tortilla Factory. Ask him. And but he went straight up to my dad. Hey man, you OG, sir, man. Congratulations, man. And I told my dad, ask him to do something. He goes, hey, come here, Paul. And Paul leaned over and goes, hey, man, why don't you do a song with Tortilla Factory, you and my son? He goes, I got you, Mr. Tony. Oh, wow. Yeah. I was like, yeah. So
did Paul already know about Tortilla Factory?
Yeah, he knew. He went up straight to my dad, and he researched them and was telling him all kinds of stuff. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And, you know, he's from Houston. So, and Paul Wall happens to be the governor of the Texas chapter of the Grammys.
Oh, okay.
So, the man is very, like, he's an entrepreneur. He made a lot of music. He made a lot of money in music, but he became a multi-millionaire making those grills.
Yeah.
Like the show that we did together, South by Southwest, he had showed up a little bit late to the set because he said he had to finish up Snoop Dogg's grill. And he's charging for them grills, man. So he's made Kanye West grills. He's made everybody goes to Paul. So and then I was able to. There's a guy out of Dallas, a rapper out of Dallas named Duro, that had that song "Ice Cream Paint Job." You remember that song?
Yeah.
Huge.
Joke music.
Was able to collaborate with him and get Paul and him on a song, and then Steven Jackson, the NBA World Champion from the San Antonio Spurs. I was able to reach out to him, got him on a song with Paul. So, it's just a lot of different genres. Tortilla Factory just does everything, man. We just do everything. And the roots of everything starts with jazz, man.
Yep.
Jazz. Everything starts with jazz, and it seems like in every song there's some kind of jazz intricacies happening, and that's really cool. D, I didn't know that you were a jazzer, bro.
Oh yes, sir. Grew up that way.
Awesome, man.
But I was also in classical music. I was in the San Antonio Symphony Orchestra for 5 years. I replaced my teacher after he became ill, and so I did classical for a while, and then I started doing orquestas with a band called La Buena Vida.
How in the world did you get into La Onda?
I was in high school, and there was a band called La Buena Vida that was they needed a trombone player, and I didn't know what an orquesta was. I didn't even know that we were going to be playing in Spanish. But to me, music is music. You can play any style as long as you're musically versed. And so I got into a band playing trombone, and then they said, "Well, can you sing background?" Huh? Yeah, I can sing. And so they would write out phonetically what I needed to sing for background harmonies, and that's how it started. Then I joined Patsy Torres, and then that's when it all took off. So.
Oh wow, Patsy Torres, yeah, she's a legend.
You know what? I want to mark today's occasion. Today is May 10th. I just, for the very first time, reached a generational divide. You guys were talking about Paul Wall, and I have absolutely no idea who the guy is or what he does. And that's the very first time in music I have not known who someone was. So today, May 10th, we've officially reached my generational divide.
Hey, Alfredo, like I always tell the point, where I can see people in the audience going like, is this a black guy or what, right? So D, he probably this whole time he thinks we're talking about a black guy, right?
Oh!
Yeah. Paul Wall.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's a badass white rapper. He's a badass white rapper.
Doing grills.
No. So he's been confused. He's a white dude, but he's badass, man.
Yeah.
Well, the name didn't give it away, Paul Wall. At first, I thought you said Pow Wow, and I said Pow Wow. Who's Pow Wow? Okay. Oh, Paul Wall.
Well, when you pronounce it, you kind of leave. You like chop Paul Wow. That's all you gotta say. P-A-W-A.
But no, this is the very first time, and you guys were here to witness it. I had no idea who you're talking about, and that's somebody in the industry. Okay.
Yeah, you
and he's the governor of the Texas chapter of the Grammys.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Grammys.
And,
he does a lot. He did a lot of stuff with Chingo Bling out there in Houston and
Nelly. You know Nelly?
Bash.
Nigga, please.
Well,
hey,
he got a song with Nelly called Grills. Got like 200 million views on it.
I think he's heard of him. He just didn't know who he was listening to.
Who, Nelly?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Back when Nelly first came out. Okay, here's something nobody knows. Jamie Foxx recorded a song called "Blame It on the Alcohol." The guy who wrote it was a friend of my nephew's, and they recorded the demo for Jamie Foxx in my house, and shopped it to Jamie Foxx, and he bought it. He signed him up. So this little 17-year-old kid wrote "Blame It on the Alcohol,"
Nice.
I sure hope that kid registered that song and copyrighted it.
Son, I warned him from the beginning. You've got to go to the Library of Congress, register your song, keep your copyrights. And so, yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, no. Are you kidding? The millions this kid would be?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's a
lot of
spoiled
people
brat.
don't know that Library of Congress thing, D.
Well, that's true. But now too much money makes a fool even more of a fool. So
Yeah, man.
So-
With money, man. Yeah, man. It brings more problems and it causes more problems. So I just feel that to give somebody or somebody make a lot of money, it's the root of all evil, man. It's just you got to be careful, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
you've got to be satisfied and be happy with your life.
Very well said.
You're not going to be happy with things. You don't need a big house. You don't need fancy cars. You need the things to get you by, to do the things you need to do for each day. And me, I grew up poor. And for me to see a house on a concrete slab that had indoor plumbing, that was amazing to me. And so I've never needed anything after that. I don't need a big house. I don't need a fancy car. I'll drive my car till it falls apart.
Much respect to that.
I don't need a big fancy studio like Marcus back there.
Yeah, I know.
You like that?
But see, that's the new kids these days. It's all about the looks. All looks and no substance. Oh.
But Marcus, what brought you into La Onda, bro?
Say again?
What brought you to La Onda?
Man, I think his is so classy. But yeah, I was just chasing the girls. Man, every week y'all get me in trouble. Cynthia gives me these dirty looks every week.
So if you find him 1 week that he's not on the show, then you know what happened.
Hey, you keep wearing that Chado outfit, man, you're gonna be in some trouble.
Serious trouble.
Oh yeah, man! Like I said, he's got the tearaway bottom where and he's got the sequin G-string, the babe glistening with the baby oil, thigh-high boots.
Especially if he's gonna be riding a horse,
Hey,
Oh, I'm chafing just thinking about that. Bareback on a horse.
we got some more videos to go to, right?
What's the matter, Marcus? Don't like it when it's your turn?
Hey, he's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like that guy on the Old Spice commercial. Remember him? He was riding on the horse.
You know what? From now on, when I see Marcus, I'm gonna whistle.
When you go to a video,
Yeah.
Yes.
Fredo's running the show now.
Thank you, Alfredo.
Let's go.
Too much attention on me.
Oh man,
Mr. Marcus Too Smooth Daniels.
The new face of Old Spice commercial.
Juan, play the video, man. I need a video button on my side.
Well, we used to call Marcus Show Nuff, but he didn't know who Show Nuff was. The Shogun of Harlem.
Oh my God.
He never watched The Last Dragon. A black guy who's never watched The Last Dragon.
Cover.
You know who Bruce Leroy was.
Hey, you're a black guy. Don't know Paul Wall.
Oh my God.
Well, like the man said, let's go to the video.
All right, we're gonna do the next video here before we get Marcus into deeper trouble. And this is an awesome video. We're gonna hear more about this video right after it gets played. But this one is Tortilla Factory, and this one is called Mi Gente, right here on the Three Amigos Show.
de raza fina, pasado negro el ayer. En veces con ojos tristes quieren mejorar sus vidas. Gentes de raza fina quieren mejorar su vida. Pasaron bajo las nubes, su vida hay que mejorar. De raza muy fina venimos mi gente, quieren mejorar su vida. De raza muy fina venimos mi gente, quieren mejorar su vida. Mi gente es de raza fina, quieren mejorar sus vidas. Pasaron bajo las nubes, su vida hay que mejorar. Mi gente es de raza fina, pasado negro el de ayer. Quieren mejorar sus vidas, sus hijos hay que educar. Pasado negro el ayer y con un pasado triste quieren mejorar sus vidas. De raza muy fina venimos mi gente, quieren mejorar su vida. De raza muy fina venimos mi gente, quieren mejorar su vida. Gentes de raza fina, su vida hay que mejorar. Quieren un mejor mañana, sus hijos hay que educar. Gentes de raza fina, quieren un mejor mañana. Pasaron bajo las nubes, su vida hay que mejorar.
What was that last minute jump into the screen there?
Good timing, man. Good timing. Alfredo, y'all were at the Austin Capitol, right? That was Capitol?
Yeah.
Capitol building?
Oh, yeah.
Man. Yeah, that was cool. With
so now
I had a lot of meetings
to me. When you were talking about you like that Alfredo was talking about he likes minor keys, and the Las Nubes break in the middle was all in minor, and I was like, oh, that is okay. Now I understand what he means. He likes minor keys. He's the one responsible for that, isn't he? The whole song is minor, and it's great.
Yeah, man.
And it's a great tribute on that song. So kudos for that, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it was good. You had Bobby Butler and you had El Gato Negro, Ruben Ramos. Man, it came out great.
Yeah, it was.
Who produced that one?
Mario Ortiz.
Okay,
he's a former musical director for Jay Perez.
Jay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast, man.
You that was your concept?
Yeah. I came up with the idea. I'm like, you know, I'd like to do a follow up to Las Nubes, but
Yeah.
that's you know, first of all, you got to be brave to do that because that's the anthem. So I got to put the right cats on this. So got Ruben Ramos, Charo Negro, Joe Gallardo, Mario Ortiz, Chente Barrera on drums. So it was, you know, it came out real nice, man.
It came out great, man, and it is a good follow up to Las
Thank
Nubes.
you, brother. Appreciate it, man. We
And
gotta.
the message was good too. I'm sorry, Juan, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, that's great that you said that about the message. Is because you know, a lot of our people come over here and they just try to get ahead in life because the economy is so horrible.
Depressed.
Mexico, you know, and our people are some of the most hardest working people out there too, man. So you know,
well, it goes to show what our people went through back in the day. You know, segregation and everything else. Like the sign at the beginning, it said no dogs, no. I think it said no blacks and no Mexicans or something like that. Right. So there was a lot of segregation. You know, black people going to school and then Mexicans going to school and you know locking up the guys. They couldn't even use the restroom or anything in schools and stuff. So a lot of segregation going on and you know separation. So
Juan, that sign it said negros or negros. You can say that word, man. It's okay. You can say the word negros. Say it. Say it with me. Say it with me.
Trying to get me back.
I give this lecture on how we let words have way too much power, and to me, like I say nigga all the time, but I mean it for niggas of every variety because there's niggas in every group, but for people to say, oh, the N word, no, you're giving that word too much power to let it affect society like that. People talk about each other. We talk good and bad about each other. And so we shouldn't limit our observations. Yeah, you're black, and all you niggas on this screen. I'm looking at all four of y'all.
And I agree. That's a very good point. And another point that I like to make is that the racism, in my opinion, can only go so far. For example, like D, Marcus, y'all are very educated. Y'all are very well spoken, and I think that like myself and my mother and my father are very educated, very well spoken. So to me, racism is like you're saying, to put too much emphasis on it. I think what you make of yourself is how you let racism affect you. Like, does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Like, so if, like, for example, you play for classically trained, play with Woody Herman.
Yeah.
I mean, racism can't affect that, bro. That's like you're well. I mean,
I worked to get there, and I put the work in to get to where I'm at.
Exactly. So, you know, to me, that racism, it just, you have no boundaries of what you can make of yourself, and what you did by accomplishing what you've accomplished. Anybody can do that. White, brown, whatever color.
Yeah. You shouldn't allow it to be a crutch and to hold you back.
There you go. That's a perfect way to say it.
Yeah.
To me, it's not a crutch. I am proud that I've been able to educate myself and succeed in life, and I have not allowed racism to be a crutch.
It has no place in what we do.
Right.
We play music because we love music. We love the colors it creates. We love how it affects people because it's a give and take kind of thing. You put out good music and people respond to it. And The color shouldn't matter. Your color, your socioeconomic position, none of that should matter. It should be just the pure enjoyment of the art. But it's not always so.
Yeah, and a lot
There
has
you
to
go.
do with what you make of yourself.
Yeah, there you go. Because I'm Beaner, and I'm blacker than a lot of blacker people and stuff too. So
Yeah, well, he's blacker than me and Marcus, so that's a
show enough.
Alfredo's probably never seen that crazy movie either.
Which
What's
one?
it called? Enter the Dragon?
The
Or-
Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon.
Last
Motown
Dragon.
percent of the movie. Oh, come on, Fredo. Say you've seen it. You've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Thank you.
One. I think you've hit the generational divide too, my friend.
Man,
We've reached a point that we can't relate. Oh man.
y'all need
For
to take some time off in your busy schedule and just find that movie and watch it just once. It's funny.
I was just about to say the same thing. Just go on Netflix. Netflix has got it because I looked it up after we talked to Marcus about it. I was going to recommend go on Netflix. Look up The Last Dragon. It's a Barry Gordy movie starring T-Mac when he was, T-Mac. You saw T-Mac in the Janet Jackson videos with the big coat in the rain.
Oh yeah.
These kids don't know what we're talking
No, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a martial arts expert, and he's the star of the movie, and he wanted to be the next Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy.
So
It's a good
check
movie.
it out. The
It's a
Last
good
Dragon.
movie.
Promoted to you, brought to you by the Three Amigos here on Must Jingle Radio.
I've seen Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah.
I have not seen that movie.
An American Me.
I was too scared. I'm still too scared to watch that movie just from people talking about it. But Jesse Borrego, good friend of mine, he's in it. So, but I still haven't seen it.
Borrego, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a San Antonio native, and he used to work with my wife at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center downtown.
Where you out of D?
San Antonio, man, West Side, born and raised, lived there 47 years.
All right.
Wait. How do you throw up gang signs? Hold on. Oh, wait. Is this it? West Side.
West Side.
Is that how you guys did it in San Antonio?
Shh. Who, with me?
Yeah.
In San Antonio, man, it was just you don't go on the West Side. Don't go to that neighborhood.
Yes.
Don't go past 35 over there.
Now we're more like a West Side Story. The West Side's gonna have its way tonight. The West Side is gonna have its way tonight. When it comes to rumble, no tricks. If Marcus starts to fumble, I'll hit him with a brick.
Oh man. Alfredo, how did you end up getting into I knew he was gonna start busting out laughing.
We've lost control. Wait, Alfredo, first off, you've already passed the hour mark. We are now at an hour and 23 minutes of the Three Amigos show.
We got at least 30 minutes left.
Our show that we have yet to do 1 hour of. It's only an hour and a half, hour and 45.
How'd you end up getting into credit repair?
Oh, what?
Well, I had to ask him this.
How did we get there?
Well, we only got so much time left. So we were making fun of Marcus for about a good half hour. So
then let's get right into it. Fredo, how many kids you got?
My little brother, he's in real estate, man. And he's like, man, I got a friend that's got a credit repair company. You work mobile, it'd be perfect for your music. You don't have to punch in, punch out. You can work it around your music. So for the last 10 years, I was doing that. And then almost about a year and a half ago, I told myself, well, I can do this too and have my own company. So I started my own company, credit repair company. And as it turns out, there's more people with bad credit than good credit.
Oh yeah.
So I am very busy and I'm blessed by God. And a lot of musicians have bad credit too. So,
the reason why I said this, and I'm going to say it publicly, I'm not going to say what was on it, but Alfredo actually helped me with my credit. That's why I was saying, you know, I was giving him a plug in there. So he actually helped me with my credit, and it boosted it up a lot. So thank you for that.
Yeah, but with a name like Fredo, how did the contract read? Yo, Juan, look, I'm gonna make you enough for your candy.
It's pretty much that way.
You pay me a little bit at a time each month, and one day I'm gonna come and I'm gonna ask you for a favor.
No, it's it's like, Juan, who are these guys calling you? I'm gonna go pay them a visit.
I'm gonna break some kneecaps.
I'm gonna break some kneecaps. He says 799, right?
So, Fredo, how many kids you got? That you know about?
I got. Well, I have my. I'm now.
It was a joke, man. I'm sorry. Don't. You started.
It's like a literal.
Couldn't compose a complete sentence. What's going on, man? That didn't mean to make you nervous, man. That's like asking Marcus. Marcus, what do you do with the numbers of the girls that give you the phone numbers? What do you do with those numbers? See, now that'll start that fight in that household tonight. You know how sneaky girls are. Come on, Cynthia.
I don't know.
You know that women are sneaky. They will come behind your back and say, they go,
bring her into the studio.
Marcus. So
she left the room, but I'm sure she's still listening.
Oh man,
she's watching.
We are on monitor 24/7, man. You know, there's not a time that they're not watching. So
yeah. Another question I wanted to ask. I think it was about a year after Bobby Butler passed. His daughter actually came out with some music and stuff. What happened to her? She's still doing music?
His daughter?
Yes. Was his daughter or his granddaughter? I think they called her La Charita.
Oh, yeah, no, she's not doing music anymore. No, wait. It wasn't his daughter or granddaughter. It was just a girl that came into our group that sang and could sing Selena songs, and Charo coined her El Charita, and she no longer is singing. She moved on and got married, but the answer to the question is no, she's no longer.
I did not
want that. I know she came out with the song, and she was actually singing a couple of his songs at one point.
Right. Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't work out, man. It didn't work out. It's tough, man.
Juan's got access to all more stuff than I imagined, man. Juan will reach back into the archives.
Juan does his research, but
it's part of my job. It's part of my job. I'm part of media. It's part of my job.
Oh, so what's the dirt? Come on, dish the dirt, Juan. Ask him the hard questions.
Well,
don't ask that question.
I got with this my ex. I went to LA to record and hooked up with a girl that I had known for a long time and ended up falling in love. And she ended up moving to Texas. We have 2 babies together, 4 and 2 years old. And
girls or boys?
I've got a 4-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl. So,
are you marinating their ears?
I am. Yeah. So, but it's unfortunate that we're not together anymore. She's a singer as well. Great singer. I have nothing bad to say about her. She's a great mother to our kids, and just didn't work out, man. It's I don't know. She's Cuban and I'm Chicano, so two completely different culturas here, man. Very different.
So ladies, he's back on the
Ay,
market.
coño. Coño.
Say that again, Juan.
I said, so ladies, he's back on the market.
Taking it slow right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This is the Three Amigos on Love Night. Three Amigos After Dark.
Yeah.
We'll take the 10th caller.
Nice. All
Marcus,
right.
that headset, you look like a telemarketer, dude.
I gotta say, you guys have a hell of a show, man.
Call 1-900-3-AMIGOS right now.
You guys got something going here, man. This is
no. But in the passcode, Tort.
Tort.
Tort. Just for Antonio. For Alfredo. Oh man.
Nice. All right. Well, before we run out of time here, we got one more video we're going to show for everybody, and this is a classic. I think this was 1983 at Tortilla Factory with Mr. Bobby Butler, and this one is called La Enorme Distancia. So make sure you guys check this one out.
You like that one, didn't you, Marcus?
Yep.
El cielo empieza a clarear y mis ojos se llenan de sueño. Contigo voy a soñar porque quiera o no, yo soy tu dueño y siempre tendré tus besos. No importa que estés tan lejos. Estoy pensando en tu amor, ya no lo platico contigo. Te cuento de mi dolor, aunque me hagas feliz, no te lo digo. Y siempre tendré tus besos, no importa que estés tan lejos. El cielo empieza a clarear y mis ojos se llenan de sueño. Contigo voy a soñar porque quiera o no, yo soy tu dueño y siempre tendré tus besos. No importa que estés tan lejos. Y estoy pensando en tu amor.
Wow.
Classic.
Wow.
40 years old. That video is 40 years old.
Wow.
if there's one thing I have to say about Bobby Butler, first off, he set the bar real high. If it had been some guy that came out and butchered Spanish and spoke with a really country accent or something, it wouldn't have been as well received. But he started off pitch perfect, on top of his game, and then to try to step into I can sing mariachi, but I'm not gonna, because I don't know. He set the bar way too high for that. And I mean, I love mariachi, but I won't touch it.
It's still like, man, I was bringing tears to my eyes watching that, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, he enunciates the music, the words, and everything.
Oh, yeah.
If you were just listening to a record, you wouldn't even know he was a black guy for real.
Well, I hope that's the point.
Yeah, that's the point of it. Yes, but it's just the way he pronounced the music. I mean, the lyrics and everything else, and just sang the words.
And
Marcus,
most importantly, his phrasing.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my point there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Marcus, look at the screen.
Oh! Wait. Cynthia, dish the dirt. Why? Why will he be grounded from next week's show? What could possibly have gone wrong?
Marcus, we can't even hear you. You're muted.
Okay.
We got him.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we got any more videos, Joe?
All I hear is Marcus. Play the video.
Roll film.
Well, hopefully Tortilla can do a show with Tortillas, man.
Dude.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
I have an affliction. I can't say no because everything's an experience. You learn something every time you say yes. So the answer is always going to be yes. So
that's why he's on the. That's why he's on this show.
I can't say. I have a bad habit of not saying no. So
hey D, can I borrow $20?
Absolutely. If I've got 20, I'll give it to you. But for all you people out there with credit problems, if you can't afford to pay for it cash, you don't need it.
Yeah.
But no, I need rings on my fingers and I need bling around my neck.
Yeah, man.
You need some grills. Talk to Powell.
And for those of you that did not know, the last hour and a half, we've been chatting with Alfredo Antonio Guerrero from Tortilla Factory. Not the Tortilla Factory, but Tortilla Factory, the fabulous band out from originally San Angelo in West Texas, but now they're based in Austin, Texas. And you brought Bill Perkins and Skeeter Ames on board to help bolster this new direction that the Tortilla Factory is taking. With video like La Bomba, you made the right decision. It came out very well. That's your niche. That's your style, and I applaud you for it. You're taking over the reins, and now the evolution of Tortilla Factory rests on your shoulders. Whether it succeeds or fails, it all depends.
Pressure. Pressure.
Don't forget about my sidekick, Marcus.
Thank you. He left me out, didn't he?
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. We just, we got to put the show together. We got to rehearse it, and we got to get tight, and then just go kick some ass.
Yeah, Alfredo, man, he saw me in my charo suit. He said, "Look at that midnight charo." He said that to me, man.
Midnight charo.
Is this so close to the selfie?
One of our fans from Arizona, Natalia.
Mariposa, the La Tortilla Factory and Alfredo Guerrero.
We love her too.
And we've got a lot of people.
We got Miss Hilda Peña says hello, D. Burleson.
Wait! I got to do this right.
Hilda only said.
Go ahead.
Hilda only says hello to D, not the rest of us. So
that's right, because Hilda and I
Marcus will be grounded from next week's show.
There you go, Hilda. Call
I'm
it.
in love with Hilda Pena. I'm absolutely in love with that woman. She's dynamite. There
you go, Hilda.
I'm leaving you.
You said that last week.
There you go, Hilda. Call 1-800-3-AMIGOS and we will answer your call. Nice. All right, let's see. Let's see who we got on next week's show, shall we?
This week on the Three Amigos Show, we sit down and talk with Elias Arredondo of the Homeboys about their departure from their former group, the Hometown Boys. We'll discuss their renewed success, new album, and life on the road. That's next Wednesday, right here on the Three Amigos Show. Mas Chingon Radio.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Why'd you guys break up? Who caused it?
Oh man, there's a lot of tragedy going on with the Hometown Boys. They recently lost Bobby Martinez,
the bass player,
the bass player for Hometown Boys. So there's a lot of tragedy with that group. I think the only one left standing is their sister. I can't remember her name. I think it was Rosie, and of course the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How well do you treat your musicians? Are they happy with you, man?
Yeah, man. I mean,
the answer is always no, man, because musicians are never satisfied. They're always going to gripe and grumble about something.
I leave that up to Wild Bill, man.
Marcus is going to ask for a raise.
He's going to ask for that exclusive status. Hey, man, you guys are here because of me, and that audience is here because of me. I deserve to be compensated for my efforts.
Man, I sing for tacos and beer.
Well, Bill, I want a new horse and a new suit.
Yeah, he's going to have a condition, a writer in his contract. Every show's got to be a different horse, different suit.
No repeats. Crazy right there.
No repeats. I've ridden this horse before. The show is canceled.
MJ Martinez says, Alfredo Antonio Guerrero, how you doing?
Oh, okay.
That's Max Martinez from Denver, Colorado. You've met him before.
Oh, nice.
Okay. That's Max Martinez from Denver, Colorado.
That was an
Oh, I see. Okay.
I thought you were ventriloquist now.
Let's talk about this.
DJ Ramon says, hello, gentlemen. DJ Ramon.
What a polite way to put it.
Everybody's being polite. Not these good evening, gentlemen. Everybody's being polite today. Everybody must
say what?
When's your album coming out?
Oh, we have to finish recording it first. Oh. We're still in the studio. We've got a single coming out first, but we're still maybe a month away from finishing up. So,
where are you recording?
We're recording at Row Records. Used to be Manny Music off of Pleasanton Road in San Antonio.
Who's producing it?
The 3-time Grammy Award-winning Ernie Gonzalez, who with Grupo Alamo, and he got a Grammy for mixing La Mafia's live album in Mexico.
Oh, he's a beast, man.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
What else you want to know? Like, you trying to pilfer producers or what?
Are you a member of the Grammys, D?
Not anymore. Nope. I dropped out of NARIS because I don't. It's a whole episode. So the short answer, no.
Okay. Well, you should become one. I know the executive director of the Texas chapter that's located here in Austin. I can hook it up if you want to become a member again. I'm gonna hook you up too, Marcus.
All right, I'm waiting.
On, you can become a member too.
I was a member for 20.
Yeah, but you as a media, you can be like a member.
No, I was a member for 20 years, and then I decided, you know what, I don't agree. And
so really? Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those situations.
Gotcha.
I've just become disillusioned about people who win Grammys because it's not about your body of work over a lifetime. It's about what's the flavor of the moment, what's popular. You know, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. What has been the follow up to that? What is the follow up? Where's that whole body of work that shows what that career is like? It's not about that. It's a popularity contest, and I'm not a big awards person anyway.
Yeah,
so I don't even put up awards in the house. So
I agree. I mean, I totally get what you're saying. Totally get what you're saying.
Then why are you trying to recruit me, nigga? Wait, hold on, what's up? Are you getting a commission or what? I bet Marcus, you too.
Hey, you can recruit me. I just want to pitch on the red carpet. That's it. Recruit me.
Dude, I'll drive down with some red carpet, man. Okay. I'll take all the photos you want.
No, I'm gonna. If you don't mind, whenever your album's done, I'd like to submit it. I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, well, it's not upon me. It's upon Culturas. No. We've already discussed it. And Ernie is also. He's on the board. He's on the board.
Yeah, so that's
he's on the board of NERA. So that's kind of like a shoe-in. No, it's not.
For sure. Yeah, so he's like,
Nice.
What side of song?
Well,
we're giving away industry secrets here. One.
Well, we got about 15 more, maybe 13 more minutes.
This
I
is
get this out quick before the system cuts us off completely.
It cut booted Marcus off last week.
That was God doing that. He thundered over by his house and cut him off.
Hey, you guys are lucky. I'm still here. We've been on tornado watch all evening here in Colorado. So, yeah. So, but it's thunder. You know, it's thundering lightning outside, and we had hour and a half worth of hail yesterday. So, but I'm still here. I'm having a good time. Fredo, thank you, man. Thank you for coming on the show. It's been good. It's been great getting to know you, getting to talk with you about your life, about the life of Ham Guerrero, Bobby Butler, the success of Tortilla Factory, and how the future is looking bright. La Bomba, dude, the chorus, that bass slide up, that hooks me every time.
Thank you, brother.
You got it. You got it right. You got it right in the salsa arrangement, dude. I
appreciate it, brother. That's Gabriel Zavala. Shout out to Zavala.
Yeah, that's Gabriel, really?
Yeah.
He did that?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. That guy is just too talented for words.
Zavala is very well versed. Like, there is nothing that I have put in front of Zavala that he has not come through with a home run on. Like orquesta, salsa, funk. Like, dude is a beast, man.
He's a mad scientist is what he is. Yeah. That guy's in the laboratory mixing together beats, styles, genres, and he comes up with something fresh and unique, and it kicks butt, man.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now I'm gonna be sad. It's Gabriel Zavala playing bass, and he did that lick, and I'm like, oh man. Nice. He's got another.
Also, big shout out going out to Rick Balderrama, who's also on that video. Rick Balderrama was also on that video. Big shout out going out to him.
I knew that when he was a little kid.
The former Playboy of La Onda. Now he's
he's always classy, man. He's always dressed up for the occasion, man.
He sure is.
We need to get him on the show one day. We need to bring him on the show one day. But ladies and gentlemen, that is about our time before the system actually cuts us off in the middle of the show. But thank you, Alfredo, for everything, man. We appreciate you.
Man, it's been an honor, guys. I can't wait to see you guys in person, and let's make this thing happen, guys.
Heck yeah.
All right, and please don't sue us. Don't sue us for defamation of character, man. You know, it's not a good look for us.
Love you guys, man. Love you guys.
Man, we love you too.
Que siga la música.
Love you too, man. Appreciate it. Hey, congratulations. Tortilla Factory celebrating 50 years. Album in the works.
Woo!
And they're coming out with a brand new album pretty soon. So make sure you guys get ready for that. Also, Cultura's coming out with a new album. Marcus Daniel's going to be over there with Tortilla Factory, dropping some awesome music out there. So get ready for these three cats.
Marcus and I are going to do a duet sometime somewhere down the line. And then the three of us, Alfredo, Marcus, and D are going to get together.
Yeah.
We got the hookups.
Yeah.
Is that a term?
There you go. Got the hookups. Holla if you hear me.
I don't know anymore.
All right. But we'll see you next week with the Homeboys. I'm out. Juan Mendoza.
Big Daddy D.
The Midnight Cowboy, Marcus Daniels.
And you.
And Alfredo Guerrero, Tortilla Factory. We gone. Whoa.
Next time on the Three Amigos Show.
We sit down and talk with Elias Arredondo of the Homeboys about their departure from their former group, the Hometown Boys. We'll discuss their renewed success, new album, and life on the road. That's next Wednesday on the Three Amigos Show. Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio, LilaLisaPromotions.com, Mara Sur, taste the new face of tequila, and by Tejano TV. You can view episodes of The Three Amigos Show, available on your devices and favorite streaming services. The Three Amigos Show.